not that long ago, I made a video about cutting people off in the UFC, and most of them just happen to be big fat heavyweights. Now, one guy commented, Dennis J9, commented, "Why fire them? It's not like the division is so stacked that they're getting in the way. It's like kicking a bunch of homeless guys out of an abandoned building on the far side of town." Now, he is absolutely right. He's absolutely correct. Let me ask you this: why fire them when you could make heavyweight great and amazing and not full of fatties? Now, fixing the fatties. Now, I got a 5-step solution of what we should do step by step on how to fix the heavyweight division in the UFC. Let's start off with step number 1, right? Ozempic. This is a drug for diabetes, right? For people, but most people, most celebrities, and most athletes are going to be using them to lose weight. Now, here's a before and after of just some random lady. I should have maybe blurred her face out, but this was in the public website. So I'm keeping it, right? This lady lost a lot of weight. I don't know how much weight just off Ozempic, right? Now let's use that Ozempic losing weight on our fatties, right? Let's see somebody like Tai Tuivasa lose 100 pounds. Now he looks like Masvidal. Let's put him in at 155. Let's have him cut 30 pounds and be at 155 lightweight. Let's get someone like Derek Lewis, lose 100 pounds and fight somebody at welterweight, maybe middleweight, right? Let's see these people lose that. Let's shred that pounds. Come on, buddy. Ozempic, it'll make it easier. And then now you're telling me, wait, now we're ruining heavyweight by making them no longer heavyweights. That's where step 2 comes in handy. Steroids. And I'm talking about a lot of steroids. I'm talking about a hefty amount of steroids. Let's take this man for example, right? Turning my life around 1 year, 9 months, 145 pounds to 152 pounds. Transformation. This man went from a little twink to a twonk. And he doesn't say he used steroids, but just look at that guy now out here, but now cat maxing. Now let's take 1 year and 9 months. That's our limit. That's how much time we need to transform heavyweight, right? Now, for example, this is Movsar Evloev, unrelated photo, but Movsar Evloev has been gone since December 7, 2024, right? How much months and years is that? That is 15 months and 2 weeks. A little over a year, right? Since he's going to be returning. Now, that, I don't know about you, but that kind of fits in that 1 year, 9 months, going from shredder to shredder. Now, I'm not saying nothing about Movsar, but it gives us enough time where Tai Tuivasa, in the amount of time that Evloev was gone, could go from this on Ozempic to this, lose a lot of weight, and then from Ozempic to steroids and looking like this shredded man. Back in heavyweight, we could take. Oh, sorry. How did that get in there? A little embarrassing. Please like and subscribe on most small channel could use it. Now we could take Derek Lewis, put him on some Ozempic, put him on some steroids, and have him look like this, or even more steroids and have him look like this. An absolute monster, a Uber-eem type. Take it back to the 2015, 16s, and have him be a real heavyweight, not a blobbyist man, a real heavyweight. Now. Same thing with Sean O'Malley. We could have more than just the heavyweights be on them juicy, fruity, juicy, secret juice and have them roided up. Now, step 3. Talk about discount. Now, I have the dude wipes here, right? But that's just because I like the photo. This is Tai Tuivasa getting his hand wrapped. The fight before last, right? Now, notice something there? There's a Taco Bell box just waiting in the back of his changing room. This man, this heavyweight, was not working out. He was not warming up. He was eating Taco Bell. Now, starting with UFC 324, which was Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje earlier this year, the UFC has implemented a new bonus structure, doubling standard performances of the fight of the night bonus to $100,000 and a new additional $25K finishing bonus. Now, you're a heavyweight, right? Think about it this way: you're a heavyweight. You're supposed to get knockouts because you're big, meaty, buff guys, right? And you're supposed to have amazing performances out there. So you have a quick, good chance of getting that knockout 25K bonus or 100K bonus for performance in a night, especially when there's a boring card like this, right? Now, let me show you what Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis chose to do, knowing that there was a big bonus that they were just primed to get. Derek Lewis got a little rimmed on the jaw, pause, and then fell down because his diabetes, probably him, which Ozempic is going to help his diabetes, right? So he's not going to have those bad legs that are going to make him fall down like a deer, brand new birth deer, giraffe, or whatever. He's going to not fall down from the diabetes, and he's going to stand up and fight, right? But this is what happened to him. Knowing that there was a 25K bonus and 100K finish performance bonus, he decided to just lay down after a little punch and get ground and pound. Tai Tuivasa fought Talison Teixeira, and they both just gassed out. There was no urgency from Tai Tuivasa to get a knockout. There was no urgency from either man. These both heavyweights who did not care about that 25K, did not care about the 100K, right? So how can we motivate these big tubbies? Food. About that cake and chicken, baby. About that cake and chicken. If we could get these people not focus on the money, not focus on the middleman, and just take them straight to the food, to that chicken, to that dessert, to that bucket of whatever, right? It's gonna encourage them. Now give a man Ozempic so they don't gain weight. Give them steroids so they're always buff, and then give them a discount to Taco Bell. That man is gonna be thriving. Step number 4. Recruit and no limit. Now, 2-in-1, right? Recruit, we're going to get into that. But no limit, I'm talking about getting rid of that cap of 265 pounds, right? Why do we have it? Don't know why. Maybe because they're too scared of people getting too blobbious. But in this world, in this theory, with these steps, we're not going to get that big, right? Now, recruit this big Asian man, right? Just a regular Asian man. This is what you're going to find sumo wrestler, right? But this man is Hakuho Sho, a legendary retired Mongolian-born Yokozuna, maintained a weight of approximately 155 kg, 342 pounds, or 24 ST. I don't know what ST stands for. Maybe he's square tons, maybe, during his active career, standing at 192 centimeters, or 6'4". 6'4" is the same height as Alex Pereira, but this man is 6'4", weighing 342 pounds, which is 100 pounds more than Alex Pereira on his walking weight. Why is this man is not fat? I'm about to destroy the whole presentation. Look at this man. Look at this man. There's 100-pound difference between this man and the Japanese, the Mongolian guy. This man is 6'4", 342 pounds. Think about that. There's nobody's gonna take him down. Then we got this man, right? Nice smile, kind looking guy. His name is Miles Grant. I don't know much about the NFL, but this man plays. He's a defensive end for the Cleveland Brown Nationals. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. He is 30 years old. Here we see, can you see my mouse? 30 years old, 272 pounds, 6'4". He is 272 pounds. So again, this is why we're getting rid of that limit. That limit, he's not allowed to play in there. But this man looks like this. Why is this man in football and not fighting for us? This man looks like this. And you know what is more offensive about that? We'll get to it. An expert from the Athletics. If his health cooperates, Myles Garrett is a future Hall of Famer who will go down as the greatest to play his position. You know who had similar words about the UFC heavyweight champion? Michael Bisping. Tom Aspinall is the Muhammad Ali of mixed martial arts. Via Bloody Elbow, Michael Bisping said that, right? Look at this man. Look at our Muhammad Ali. Look at this man who's meant to be our Muhammad Ali. This man is just a quarterback, maybe a Hall of Famer. His health is good. This man who is 255 pounds, aka 17 pounds lighter than this man, but and Tom Aspinall has 11% body fat, right? Dude, why? Like, look, train this guy is gonna get beat in a UFC fight, right? But train this man who's 272 pounds, walking weight. Give him some roids, give him Ozempic, give him food discounts, right? And you telling me this man is not gonna be a champ like him, Tom Aspinall? He ran a 4.2 or 4.8 on the 40-mile dash or something, right? That's impressive, right? That's insane. So let's get rid of the limit. Let's get rid of the limit, and let's get people like him or like him. We got to bring more diversity into the heavyweight rather than just blobs, right? So, step number 5. This one is very, very, very... I'm going to get in trouble for this one, but I'm going to do it. Invade. We are invading. Where? Francis Ngannou frequently highlights Africa as a continent with immense untapped talent and uniquely strong, resilient people. Now, I can't say anything. I am Mexican. I am Hispanic. But one of my favorite YouTubers out here, right? Shadow Flying Squirrel said this.
Has so much muscle on him. Black people, we are just so gifted, dude. We are so gifted because I guarantee you he's not on steroids. He's just a football player from America. That's it, guys. Yeah.
He's talking about Taurus Finney. He's not wrong, though. I can't say it because I don't think that's tasteful. But look at Taurus Finney. I don't know if he's not on steroids or is on steroids, but this man is like 5'7", built like this. Built like this. He is just a football player. He is just a weird built man, a bodybuilder. This man's built weird, and it's just all goes down. You could, and again, Francis Ngannou talks about how you're probably able to find more people like that, right? Now look at more people. I don't want to be racist or anything like that, but Atiba Gautier, 6'4", 185 pounds. How? Cameroonian natural bodybuilder Yannick says dreams are free, yada yada yada. He asks, are you willing to pay the price? The jacked mechanic from Cameroon, all the way from Bamenda. No gym, no problem. No gym. Mechanic with no gym. This is just how they're built out there, apparently. I don't know. I've never been. But apparently this is how they're built. So you know what? Invade Africa. I am so sorry to say that, but we're invading. If there is that much of a untapped potential talent, we gotta go there. Look, the UFC has tried with the PI in Mexico, the PI in China, I think now, the PI in Vegas. No, we could try putting a PI in Africa. But why even bother? Again, skip the middleman, skip the $100,000 for the big fats and let them go straight to food, right? Let's skip the PI in Africa. Let's just invade. At this point, let's just invade. Let's go out there, 100K in hand, be like, yo, you look strong, you got a gym? No. Okay, cool. Here's 100K. Join the promotion. That's how we recruit all these new people. Look at this, man. Look at this. They don't need to know how to fight. They're going to learn how to fight. They already have they already have what they need, man. Let's just recruit them. Let's get them. Let's pay them money. Let's get them big bucks. And let's hope they're in the next Francis Ngannou or Thibaut Gauthier. That's just an untapped potential there. And let's just go invade as nicely as possible. Let me say that. As nicely as no genocide, no nothing. Let's just hand out $100,000 to anybody who we're just recruiting. Invade might be the wrong word. Let's just recruit, right? Now, invade Netherlands also. Invade Netherlands. I just Googled who is the biggest, the average tallest nation in the world or country in the world, averaging over 6 feet tall. Netherlands. This man is 7'2", Dutch giant, arms bigger than the guy's head. Let's have him in the UFC too, man. $7.7 billion and we can't give this guy maybe 100K to show up, 100K to win, 100K to lose. Let's test his machismo. Let's give him a reason to come in here into the heavyweight division and fight. You wouldn't want to see him versus Curtis Blades. I was gonna say the other guy, but I think he got cut. What's his name? What's the other guy's name? The chocolate pepper big. I forgot his name. Rico Verhoeven, I think is his name. Longest reigning heavyweight champion while also defending the title, a record of 13 times. Dutch kickboxer. Massive, scary. Why is he not in the UFC? Let's have him in the UFC, right? Let's get all these people. Let's recruit. Let's invade. Peacefully invade, right? In Netherlands, Africa, maybe Russia. You know, Russians are out there crazy, but I don't think we need more of them, right? Let's invade these big people and let's try to recruit them to the UFC. That's how that's the fifth reason. That's the fifth step. Recruitment and invade. Now, that's kind of it. That's my 5-step journey of how the UFC could better its heavyweight division. Please like and subscribe. I'm a small channel. I really do appreciate it. If you made it this far, I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Bye.